You know the moment. Not the thought of stopping, the feeling of it, the weight in your chest, the voice arriving, calm, reasonable, already building a case. You have done enough. You need rest. Tomorrow is better. Your body is telling you something. Still. And here's what makes that moment so dangerous. The voice does not sound like quitting. It sounds like wisdom. Still. Two systems are running inside you right now. The first, your prefrontal cortex, the part that made the commitment, that holds the vision, that understands the long-term cost of stopping. The second, your limbic system, ancient, powerful, concerned with exactly one thing: removing discomfort, right now, at any cost. Still, when you are rested, the prefrontal leads, the commitment holds, the vision feels real. When you are exhausted, the limbic stages a takeover, not loudly, quietly, through the voice that sounds completely reasonable. Still, that is what wanting to stop actually is. Not weakness, not a sign you pushed too hard or chose the wrong goal. A neurological takeover dressed in the language of self-care. Still, and the most important thing you can know, you can interrupt it. Not by being stronger, not by wanting it more, not by remembering your why. By recognizing it, in the moment it is happening, before it completes. Still, think of a pilot in turbulence. The plane shakes. The body floods with panic. Every instinct screams, pull back, descend, stop. But the instrument panel tells a different story. Altitude is fine. Course is correct. The turbulence is temporary. Still, the pilot who trusts the instruments survives. The pilot who lets the panic decide doesn't. Still, your commitment is the instrument panel. Your exhaustion is the turbulence. Every single time, the question is which one you are flying by. Still. And here's what nobody tells you about turbulence. It always feels worse than it is. The body's response to discomfort is always disproportionate to the actual threat. Always. The wanting to stop feeling is your body treating manageable difficulty as mortal danger. It is not mortal danger. It is a hard moment. Hard moments end. Still. But here is the real problem. The negotiating voice does not give you time to think. By the time you have reasoned through whether you should stop, the decision has already been made. The limbic takeover does not wait for your analysis. It acts, then presents you with reasons afterward. Still. This is why willpower fails in the moment. This is why remembering your goals fails. This is why everything that works when you feel good stops working when you are exhausted. You are not failing. You are being outpaced. Still. So here is the only thing fast enough to work. Not a strategy, not a mindset shift, not a motivational speech. An interrupt. 5 words, out loud, right now. In the moment, not yet. One more thing, still. Then, immediately, before the voice responds, one action. One rep, one sentence. 1 minute. Not to finish, not to complete the task. To interrupt the pattern before it becomes a decision. Still. Because the moment you do one thing, when every part of you wanted nothing, the limbic takeover loses momentum. The prefrontal gets a foothold. The instrument panel comes back. The turbulence is still there, but you are flying through it instead of away from it. Still. And 9 times out of 10 after one thing you continue. Not because the exhaustion disappeared, because the takeover was interrupted before it could complete. Still, Epictetus said it plainly. It is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. Still, the wanting to stop will happen every day, to everyone, including the people you admire most. The difference is never the feeling. The difference is the response, and the response can be trained. 5 words, 1 action, every time. Still, the person who keeps going when every part of them wants to stop is not superhuman. They are not more motivated. They do not feel less exhaustion. They learn to recognize the exact moment the takeover begins and built one response to it. That is the entire skill. That is all this is. Still, next time, every part of you wants to stop, and it will be soon. Say it out loud. Not yet. One more thing. Then do the one thing before the voice responds. before the negotiation begins, before the reasonable argument convinces you that stopping is wisdom. One thing, then decide. Still, if this name the moment you have been losing to. Drop one word in the comments. Overclide. The next video goes into the single discipline mistake that keeps sending you back to the beginning no matter how many times you try. Subscribe to Vision Vortex. Every video here is one thing. Helping you think more clearly, feel more in control, and live without the noise. Still, lead, become.